So Suzanne, this is the new Ink Centre in Felixstowe. Is that what we call it?
So it's the Ink Hub.
The Ink
Hub, absolutely. Yes.
And you're here really to help businesses.
Yeah, we are, absolutely. So we offer a co-working space, and we also offer business advice to new business startups. So anybody that's thinking of starting a new business, or people that are newly set up in business. So advice. We run different training programs to help people too.
All kinds of stuff to help people get started and to help people grow as well, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're here. Any advice, any questions, just come in and ask. Yeah, if we can't help you ourselves, then we'll obviously signpost you to somebody that can.
Now, I think your place is impressive here, but people don't know what's here really. So
Absolutely.
The purpose of today is to kind of show them. So let's wander in and make a start.
Yeah, come on in and have a look. We can show you and explain to you how it all works.
Okay, let's start here because this is the biggest part of the place, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our co-working space. So come and hot desk. Rock up, bring your own laptop. You can borrow one of our screens if they're available.
Right.
And just crack on with your work. Just come and work for the day. You can book half a day, you can book for the whole day.
Right.
And once you've got a hot desk, if you have a Zoom or Teams or confidential call, you can come and use one of our Zoom rooms out the back. Do you want me to show you?
No, let's keep here for a moment and see what we get. What do we actually get here inside the bundles? You walk in, say, okay, I brought my laptop, or I want to use your screen. What do you get? What does it cost?
Okay, so you obviously get super duper Wi-Fi broadband, so that's already cool. If you are a member, so we run a membership which is £60 a year. For that membership, your desk will cost you £10 for the day, and you can go and use the kitchen upstairs, and you can have pastries and drink and food, whatever's on offer. That obviously reduces the desk rate down, and also all of our meetings and training room spaces. It gives you a reduction on the price of those two.
What about if you're not a member?
If you're not a member, we are open Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 5, and the hot desks then are £15 for the day, and obviously the meeting rooms and training space, they increase in price too.
So it's not that much more expensive, so you can come up and try it out and see how things work for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess we've found that people come and try it for a day, see how they go on. If it suits them, they then join as a member.
Right.
So,
so that's fairly straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the big thing about it is co-working. You see other people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's good for the soul to get out and be with other people. Come and join the community of people that want to work together, people that are bored of being at home, people that just can't work at home for other reasons, whether it's mental health reasons, and they've just had enough of being at home, and they feel they need to be around other people, whether they don't have the space, whether there's more than one person working from home and they just can't work together, all sorts of different reasons.
And it's damn nice to get out of the house.
Absolutely, yeah, come and mix with people, come and be with other people, definitely.
Show us what else we've got on this floor.
Here we go, come this way. So we've got our container rooms.
Right.
Individual three meeting rooms, then we've got 4 chairs and 4 desks. These internal walls bifold back, so you can have 2, you can have all 3.
Right.
So if you've got a big training session, or you've got a bigger meeting.
And this is the standard size.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's got everything. It's got a little whiteboard.
Yeah, they've got the whiteboard. They've got the screens in them.
When you come to a room like this, it's a really nice space. It seats 4 people. It's got facilities.
Yes.
And what does it cost for a day?
Cheap as chips. So it's £24 for a member for the day. Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. You could do half-day booking as well. So if you only need it for a few hours, we have to do half-day bookings rather than the hourly bookings, just because obviously different hours eating, into the day. So half-day.
I guess for a room like this, for a small business, maybe to do interviews or to meet with clients out of a kind of home environment, there's got to be really good news and cheap to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've got different organisations using it. So this week we've got the Chamber and the Bid and the Mayor coming up actually to meet. The Chamber are actually working out of the main office space during the week, a couple of days a week. Yeah, and like I say, the Bid and the Mayor are coming here on Thursday this week to do some bits and pieces. So yes, absolutely.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that
means
different
organisations, different companies, different people can come and work from here. Yeah.
So just going aside from the facilities just for a moment, that means that you're starting to get a bit of a buzz, aren't you? Really,
yeah,
a bit of happening stuff.
Yeah, it's great, and so many people are popping their heads through the door and saying, "What's going on? What can we use this space for?" So watch this space. Let's see what else we can do here.
Let's move on to the next bit.
Yeah, sure. So, like I said, for everybody that hot desks, if they've got a Zoom meeting or Teams meeting or a confidential call, they can come and pop themselves in one of these rooms.
In a Zoom room.
Absolutely.
I love the word, the Zoom room.
They're cool, aren't they?
Step inside a little bit and then face me.
A nod to the arcade down here.
Yeah.
So keeping it real in Felixstowe.
I like it. The thing about the room, if you use one of these rooms for a few minutes when you're in the main hall, do you pay extra or what?
No, so
it's included.
If you feel like you might have a lot of Zooms or Teams or confidential calls during the day, or actually if you're going to be quite loud, we just say come and book one of these rooms, but you don't have to stay in here. You can then hot desk for the remainder of the time. Right. And actually everybody's quite flexible. So if somebody's booked one out and there aren't enough, they generally share with everybody. So it's all
So that works quite well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this again gets you away from that thing of, does the backdrop in my kitchen look decent, doesn't it? That's the one that hits people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. And this is just straightforward. You come in here with your lappy, do your thing and go.
Yeah, absolutely. Excellent. Yeah, and this is the same price as a hot desk. So if you feel like you're going to be in here for most of the day, book one, but don't stay in here, and then you don't need to book the desk as well. Right. And it's exactly the same price as the hot desk.
Straightforward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. We've got a bigger room, haven't we, as well down here? Is that?
We have, but somebody's in it.
Somebody's working.
Yes,
that's good to know. Good to know. Okay, let's carry on. So what's next? Up the stairs, I guess.
Yeah, gone up the stairs.
When we look at this room, this would be great as a lecture room, as an education room, as a board room.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So on our booking system, it's classed as our boardroom. Mm-hmm. We've got our screen, we've got our camera, our conference equipment. Absolutely. We've had some guys working out of here from tech startup company working with the Port Felixstowe from Silicon Valley. One of the guys flew in from Ohio and the other guy lives locally, so that was really cool. They were actually up here before we had our official launch. That was really lovely.
Right.
It's been great. We've had people using it for training sessions. We had a young local chapper the other day doing photography class up here.
Right.
So it's been used for all sorts of things.
So when the other thing about it, of course, in the current circumstances, you could have a meeting of local people here and bring people in on the screen, can't you?
That's
which
exactly
works
what
really
the guys
well.
from the tech startup firm, that's what they did.
So that's a fantastic room. I like it a lot, and it feels nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very calm up here.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, you get away from the hustle bustle.
That's it.
And that's really nice. Where are we going next?
Right, let's go through to the podcast room, shall we? Let's walk this way. Right, so this is our podcast room. It's set up with equipment actually from recommendation from local people who actually run radio stations.
Right.
So we've had a couple in here this week doing a podcast, a family podcast.
Right.
So literally come in, use it. The green screen's here if you need it. We've got the mic and the headphones and the camera. But actually, if you want to bring your own equipment, that's not a problem.
Right. That's excellent. That's really a nice room as well,
it's
isn't
cool,
it?
isn't it? So,
and you've got decent sound blocking as well, so you're not going to get echoes.
Yeah, well, behind this wall obviously is the boardroom.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure this was all kept quiet.
Yeah. Excellent.
I'm
impressed.
Another calm space.
Yeah, and it's a nice space as well. I like all the spaces in this place. They're decent, aren't they?
Yeah.
Next.
So just through really our bathrooms, which aren't very exciting, and our kitchen. So the aim of the game was that we obviously want to support the high street. So we have got, as you'll see, very basic, tea and coffee making facilities, which our members can use. Fruit, cakes, pastries, whatever happens to be in the bowls those days, those are free to our members. So if you've got your £60 a year fob, 24/7 access fob, you can eat and drink, go for your life. But actually, we do encourage people to go and use the high street, bring their coffees, teas and coffees in, but it's there for them to use it.
But if it's someone who's feeling a bit skint, they can come up and make themselves a coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, it's included in their membership. And everybody that has a membership at our Bury St Edmunds at Inc., their fob actually works here and vice versa. So if you've got a fob for Felixstowe, you can go and, if you're on your travels, you can go and work in Bury St Edmunds. There is a big fancy coffee machine in Bury because we don't have high street presence. Not far from the high street, but we're not in competition. So yes.
So that really is what you've got here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's now sum up the benefits. If someone is starting or in the process of starting or building a business of their own, they can come to you. They can use all the facilities here at an excellent rate as long as they're members.
Yeah.
If they're trying it out, it's ad lib, isn't it? Really, you can try it out at cost
Yes.
And then you can decide whether you like it enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I guess kind of we've obviously brought our model over from Bury St Edmunds,
Sure.
and at Bury we've got over 150 users. Initially they start off as non-members, as they have here actually. So come and try it for the day. They then convert into a membership. And yeah, they just come treat it as your own home. It's your own space. You're building up your own community on the hip strip of Felixstowe, as we call it. Forget the high street. We are the hip strip.
I like it. The hip strip.
The hip strip.
Okay,
Hip strip
we'll go
of
with that.
Felixstowe. There we go.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
No,
We'll
thank
see you again
so
soon.
much. Absolutely. Pop on in any time.